أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله. Our episode for today is peace and happiness. In our previous episode, we were talking about a verse from Surah Al-Tawbah, Quran chapter 9, verse 36, which was advising us not to do the wrong or not to engage in wrongdoing by wronging ourselves and others. Today, in order to continue to link up with what we discussed previously, we would like to talk about another verse in Quran chapter 6, verse 81 and 82. In the verse 82, where Allah said, Bada uzbillahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allah said, Allazina amanu wa lam yalbisu imanahum bizulm. أولئك لهم الأمن وهم مهتدون. صدق الله العظيم. This is what Allah said. But the previous one, the ending part of the verse 81, Allah makes some comparison between two people. And He said, فَأَيُّ فَرَقَيْنَ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنُ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Now look at this particular place. That is where we're going to start, please. Allah is asking Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, if he will be able to answer, or if we have the knowledge to answer between these two people who deserve peace and safety. فَأَيُّ فَرِقَيْنَ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Is it those who are engaged in wrongdoing, or those who love peace and make peace within people, within themselves and others? Between these two people who deserve safety. And you can imagine there is no way you will engage in wrongdoing and you will have peace within you. Even if nobody comes after you, your own conscience haunts you. Whenever you are engaged in wrongdoing and you are seated idle or alone, you always reflect on what you used to do or what you do to others. That alone gives you no peace of mind. Even common one, you go in for a loan, or you go in to take money or borrow money or lend money from someone. Look, you don't even have the intention not to pay back the person. But it gets to some time whenever you see the person or you come across the person, you feel uncomfortable. Just imagine that alone. Talk less of killing someone or doing something behind someone to hurt such a person. You alone, you sit down and your conscience still haunts you. So Allah is telling you, ask yourself between those who are indulged or engaged in wrongdoing to themselves and others, and those who are not. Who are those who deserve peace? If only you can answer this. But when you come to the 82 verse, He's telling us those who deserve peace. Then He told us, who are these people? Allazina amanu wa lam yalbisu imanahum bizulm. This is where I want. Bizulm. And I learned our last episode, there was something similar of this particular ayah which we talk about when Allah said in that particular ayah, ذَلِكَ دِينٌ قَيِّمٌ فَلَا تَظْلَمُونَ فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. You see, that you should not wrong yourself within that particular month. That was last month. You shouldn't be those who wrong yourself or others. But this one, He said that in الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, if you are those who believe in Allah or who declare your faith in Allah and His Messenger, and you do not obscure or you do not squander your faith with wrongdoing. You do not associate any wrongdoing. That is bizulm. You do not engage in wrongdoing. This particular wrongdoing here is not just yourself. Means zulm here is when you do anything that have effect or negative effect to another person outside, will definitely give you no peace. This is what we call zulm. When you do anything to bring someone sadness, then you have done something we call zulm. So this is what Allah is saying. So when you believe in Allah and you do not obscure, you didn't introduce, you didn't associate anything that is going to hurt another person into this particular thing or into this particular faith, Allah said, Ulaika lahumul amnun. They are those who deserve. These are people who deserve peace and tranquility and happiness from Allah. These are the people who deserve peace and happiness from Allah. For instance, how many times do we see people who are engaged in drugs in order just to find peace for themselves or have peace of mind. People take weed or drugs or alcohol just to get happiness in it. But remember, the moment